Oh my God, you guys, it's Esther. I'm back. Holy moly. I've been gone for like 1,000 years. I am here today to review the Tati palette. This palette has brought me out of hibernation is what I'm calling it. It's been like a long time that I've been gone. It feels like it's been about a year. So we have a lot to catch up on. So as you can see, I'm in my bathroom. So part of the reason why I've been gone for so long is because there's been a lot going on, obviously. You know, a lot happens in a year, but part of that and the reason why I'm in this bathroom right now is because we've moved. I ended up moving a couple times. A couple times since I've been gone, and so my setup is still kind of like, you know, not in place. Just needed to move that a little bit. It still looks like shit, but anyway. And I just really had a hard time finding time to commit to making videos and editing them and everything, and working full-time doing hair, which is what I was doing. But another big reason why I've been gone for so long is the last few months I ended up having an injury, and I've actually been out of work for the last few months. I ended up having to have some tendons repaired in my forearm that connect to my hand, and so my hand wasn't working for a while as it was healing, and I'm on the mend now, but it'll be a while and everything is fine. It's just, you know, it kind of sent me back a little bit. So I couldn't use my hand to do hair, to do my makeup, to do anything. So that was a very interesting experience. But anyway, that was like totally off tangent. So I can move my hand now so I can do this video. And perfect timing because the new Tati palette just came out. Tati's first any sort of makeup product from her new beauty line. And if you guys don't know who Tati is, it feels so weird saying Tati. I just always want to say Tati. But anyway, Tati. Yeah, she came out with her own makeup line, and this is the first product that she released. It's like this beautiful eyeshadow palette, and I've never bought anything really that like any influencer had released before, or like got really crazy excited, but I really fell in love with the imaging of this palette, and so I knew I had to get it. I got online right at 10 o'clock when it got released, and I bought it, and it finally came. I'm not on the PR list, so I had to wait with everybody else to receive it with their orders. But anyway, so I've opened it. I couldn't wait to open it. I couldn't wait. There was no way I was gonna wait. But I haven't touched it. I haven't swatched it. I literally only opened it to look at it and closed it. And then I opened it again to look at it again, and then I closed it. So I am gonna be doing everything on video for the first time. And I'm not gonna swatch anything because at this point there's like a million videos of people, you know, doing swatches and even like their reviews and everything. So all I wanna do is just create you know, a look that I would do on myself with the palette. So it came in this box, and I obviously opened it already. So when you open it, you see Tati. So that's what it comes, the box that it comes in. It says Tati Beauty on it, and then it's in this packaging. So I'm just gonna take it out. Okay, so it comes in this like protective packaging. You just have to unravel it. And everyone's been saying it like has good weight to it, and it's true. It has really nice weight to it. It's not super heavy, but it really feels like you're holding like a good weighted product. And that's something that's super important to me because I feel like it creates balance to like how something feels in your hand. Like it's not flimsy and like how doesn't like, you know, wave all over the place. That's a preference I have even for like tools that I use in hair. Like I like my clippers to be weighted a certain way. It just feels like you have good control. So I don't know, I think it's like a subconscious thing or like a, I don't know. But it makes a difference and I like it. Oh, so it came in this, I'm talking so much I didn't show you guys what I was doing. So it came in this sleeve thing. I just, you know, I took it out. It says Tati Beauty on it, and then the feel is like a really nice, like, velvety, it's not velvet, but it just has that really nice, like, velvety feel to it. So this is the palette, and when you open it, I'm not going to open it all the way because you're going to be blinded by, like, the lights. It has this plastic cover in it for the mirror. So I'm just going to open it enough where you can see, like, the reflection of the palette. So nice big mirror. And then I'm going to fold it. Oh my god. That is so freaking pretty. That's gorgeous. So these colors are pretty true to tone. You can see the finish, and I trust that you guys will watch a video of like the swatches and the finishes on anybody who's done a review, but I'll read them off to you. So each finish is written on the side here, and it stands for the row going across. So this is glitter, metallic, sequin, and matte. So that's all the finishes, and then the names of the color story are on the bottom. So this one is Memory, this one is Ritual, this one is Story, this one is Soothe, and this one is Aura, and this one is Poet. So really cool concept. This is a big reason why I was attracted to this palette too, because it's just so nicely put together. I hate when a palette is just like visually not appealing. I don't know what is going on with my hair today. I clearly didn't take the time to do it because I just wanted to get this video up. Yeah, that's a big reason why I was really drawn to this palette too. Besides like the color story and everything, the way that the palette was put together in the pans was really appealing to me. I'm like super OCD, like I seriously, like it's a problem. But it just like things have to be like balanced and make sense in my mind, and that is like a really big deciding factor of like me being, you know, like drawn to something or not. And I hate when palettes have like really randomly placed colors, or even like the setup of the pans within the palette. I hate when like they're not even and balanced and everything. So this palette was so nicely put together for that reason too. And I think that was a big reason why I was, you know, I felt like I had to have it too, is because of like how the layout of like the finishes and the color story and everything. It's just, it's really nice. I really love it. So that's why a big reason why I was really excited to have it. So I haven't touched it. I haven't swatched. I haven't like played at all with it. So this is pretty much kind of going to be like a first impressions video too, I guess. But I just really wanted to play with it. I've heard really, I mean, mostly really great things about the palette. So I am expecting to be wowed. I just don't know what color, like what colors I want to play with. I mean, there's obviously too many colors to like use everything in the palette, and I don't want to do anything too crazy. I don't want to do anything like super smoky and dark, so I probably won't be doing anything with Memory too much. I'm thinking of playing with like some colors in the Poet story and Aura and Ritual probably, and maybe a little bit of Soothe. I'm not going to do anything too much with the oranges or like these deep plum. I don't know. Let's just find out. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's do it. I am ready. Okay. So I'm going to prime my eyes with my Urban Decay primer potion. It's still one of my favorite primers to use on my eyes, so I'm just gonna use that. It's my tried and true. So I'm gonna put some on my eyelids. I just use my fingers for that. All right, let's do it. So I'm thinking of starting with The glitters, how can you not? I have to. There's no way I can't touch these glitters. I think I'm going to mix the Poet glitter with the Soothe glitter. And I want to use my fingers for it. The same finger that I applied my my primer with. So I'm just gonna that's so beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna put that on. Holy frickin' moly, dude. That's nice. So these are a true glitter. A lot of people use a glitter glue or some type of like glitter primer with them. I would suggest it. You're gonna get the best wear out of it and least amount of fallout. But that actually looks pretty good with the primer. So that's that, and I want to mix the glitter with a little bit of these metallic shades. So same storyline, I'm gonna dip into the Soothe and a little bit of this Poet with my finger and just go on the sides over the glitter and see. Wow, that's so pretty. These shadows feel so nice, like creamy, silky smooth. It's the only way I can describe it. They feel beautiful. Wow. So just a little bit more of the Soothe metallic over the glitter. And then I'm gonna go with the Aura. Same finger, the glitter, and then top it off right over. So I am getting a good amount of fallout from the glitter. That is not surprising because that's what glitter does. It's just gonna kind of fall all over the place, but that is looking really pretty. I'm gonna like brush some of this excess glitter off of my face. So let me do that. Boop. Usually goes away pretty easy. Okay, not bad. All right, so now I'm gonna take a little bit of the Aura metallic shade, this guy here, with my pinky. And I'm just gonna go in my inner corners to brighten that up a little bit. For like lighter shimmer shades, I do use my fingers a lot of the time because I just like how they pick up the color and deposit the color on my skin. Cute. So that's what I'm doing there, and it just kind of brightens up your eyes a little bit. Okay, next, what we're gonna do is find all of the brushes I want to use because they're all over the place. Dropping everything. So I'm gonna do kind of like a transition shade just to like soften everything up. You guys know I have hooded eyes, so I have to really work with what I've got. So what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna take a little bit of the matte Soothe shade. It's kind of funny to work with this palette because each color doesn't have its own name. So like you're working with the story of the color story of each column. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you like the finish and the color story that I'm working with. So this is the matte Soothe, and I have a mirror right here down in front of me, so I'm just gonna look there with kind of like a big fluffy brush and just blend it into the glitter and out over my crease. Wow, that's really pretty. You guys, if a product sucked, I don't care what the reviews say. If it's something that I don't like, I mean, it just wouldn't work for me. But so far, these colors feel really nice, and they're depositing really nice, and they're pigmented and really pretty. So far so good. And again, like I said, I don't want this to be like a review or anything, but you know, I mean, it's the first time I'm using it, so I'm gonna see if I like it or not. So I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. Yeah, pretty. I'm gonna fan that out just a little bit on the sides, so it just kind of disappears. It's actually blending really pretty. So with that same fluffy brush that I just used for the Soothe matte, I'm gonna dip into the sequin, let me show you. The sequin finish of Aura, which is like the really light eggshell, sort of pinkish white eggshell storyline, color story, whatever. So I'm gonna dip into that. It has a teeny tiny bit of like little like I don't know, shimmer in it. So I'm gonna dip into that, and then I'm gonna dip into the Sequin Soothe, same one, and I'm gonna go right under my brow bone and just kind of soften into that transition shade that I just did. See how that just ties it together, and you have color deposited from the very base of your lashes up to your brow bone. So same thing on the other side. Dip the two sequin shades of Aura and Soothe. Yeah, that just blends really nicely. Okay, now I'm gonna go with like a smaller, densely packed brush. It has a little bit of an angle on it. Okay, so I'm gonna dip into a darker shade. So I'm gonna go into the Matte Ritual and dip it in the Matte Poet. Mix them together, and I'm gonna run that into my crease, okay? So just a couple dips in each, taps. And so see where my natural crease is? I'm just gonna kind of pack it in there. Pack, 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 and blend. Pretty. I really like how these colors are depositing. I mix colors a lot of the time because I don't know if it's something wrong with me in my head that I just can't like use one color to do what I want to do, but I just feel like I get more of a nicer mix. So that actually looks really pretty as far as the color and the deposit. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit more. I just want to pack it on so that it creates that nice deeper sort of finish in my crease, and then we'll blend. That's really pretty so far though. Okay, I'm gonna grab a fluffier medium brush, like one that's not so densely packed and like tight, to blend this out a little bit. So something a little bit fluffier like that. Clean it off a little bit. I'm gonna dip in Ritual, just like one tap, the Matte Ritual. So I still want a deeper shade to blend out with to tie into what I just packed into my crease, but I want a little bit of color deposit on my brush to kind of blend with, or else you're just kind of like erasing away what you just tapped in. So just one tap, flick it off, okay? That's what that's looking like so far. That's really pretty. Okay, again, and just blend it out. So far, I really love how these colors are blending out. They're very true to tone with like the color that you see and the color that you're getting on your eyes. So I'm just building it up. I'm kind of dipping back into the Poet and Ritual mattes and then like deepening that crease a little bit and then just blending out. I like that the Poet color story isn't just like all the reds and pinks that you're seeing. I mean, it definitely has that feel to it, but it kind of has like a little bit of a purple base in it, kind of like a deep wine sort of a feel to the matte Poet shade. And I really like how that looks. In person, it almost looks more purpley, especially when you mix it with the Ritual. So that's looking pretty good. Wow, that's really pretty. Okay, I should have put a little bit of setting powder under my eyes, but that's okay. We'll kind of clean that up. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Should I deepen the corners a little bit? I don't want to use that black matte shade because it'll darken it too much and I don't want to lose like this really pretty color scheme I have going on. I actually really like how that looks. We're gonna leave it. I mean, it's a black matte, you know, it's a nice dark deep matte, so we'll just kind of take everyone's word for it that it's really pretty and deep. I do want to brighten up and clean up these like inner corners with a little fluffy brush. I'm gonna dip into the Sequin Aura again. So if you guys are following along, just look at your palette. If not, it's this guy here, the Sequin Aura. It's kind of like one of those like graphs that you had in math. Okay, we're just gonna blend that out a little bit. See, that actually brightened it up really nicely. Okay, inner corner. Blend up. Cute. This is really pretty. I really like how these colors look. Okay, so I'm gonna take that bigger fluffy brush and just kind of like blend everything out again, just so it looks nice and even. This eye, my left eye, no, my right eye. Need to blend that a little more. Okay, that's fine, that looks good. So I want to run a color underneath. I'm not going to do a really clean, crisp line. I kind of just want everything to be really soft and blendy. So I'm just going to take, let's see, a smaller, like, densely packed brush. This has a little angle still, but it's not the one I was using earlier. That was a little bit bigger and fluffier. So this one, I'm gonna dip into, I think I'm gonna dip into the Sequin Poet. So Sequin Poet, this guy right here, and I'm gonna run that along my lower lash line. You know what, I'm gonna actually set under my eyes with a setting powder really quick before I do anything more because I'm afraid of some fallout. So, just to kind of clean up a little bit easier. If you guys want to know why I'm doing this, I think I mentioned it in one of my videos. If you loosely pack some setting powder under your eyes where you want a little bit of a line or like where you want your makeup to stay clean, it almost creates like a little base for it to fall on so that you can kind of just wipe it away and then the color won't take to your face makeup and ruin it and like, you know, have to go back and clean it and do all that crazy stuff. Okay, so what did we say? Sequin Poet. Okay, let's dip a little bit into that and just run it along my lash line. And then kind of like stretch it out. So this is the Poet just by itself. And just run it along the lash line and then stretch it out a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty. So see how you can tell the difference in shade from like Poet by itself with compared to the Poet mixed with Ritual, which is that like deeper matte brownish shade. I look a little bit more purpley on top and a little more like berry on the bottom. So that gives you an idea of how you can like really play with colors to create new colors in your makeup look. Don't be afraid to play because it's pretty much like painting. That's all it is. So I ended up deciding to mix a little bit of the matte Poet with the sequin. So I'm just kind of dipping into both as I go. I know I switched it up. I said I was just gonna do the sequin, but I accidentally dipped into the matte. So that's what we're gonna do, okay? Pretty. It's really soft, but it's still like a good makeup look that can stand out for like an evening look or even like a really playful, a little bit more dramatic daytime look. Okay. I think this is looking good. My eyebrows are looking like maniac hairs are jumping out all over the place. These two, I'm a freaking mess. Okay, just ignore all that. So this is really pretty. I really love these colors. Wow, I love how everything looks. I love how everything went on so far. It's actually really nice. That glitter, it feels like very densely packed glitter and kind of really creamy, which is different from other glitters that I've had. This definitely feels like more dense, more concentrated, but at the end of the day, they are a glitter. They're called glitters, so you're gonna get some fallout. I'm getting some fallout, but they still look really pretty and glittery and like shiny and gorgeous. So definitely use some sort of like a glitter glue or something there. Did I do anything with Story? I don't think I did anything with Story. Should I have done something with Story? I like how this looks. I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, so I didn't really mess with Memory or Story much, but I did use Ritual. I used Soothe, Aura, and Poet. So I'm gonna stick with that. I like how this is looking. I don't wanna get too crazy with it. I'm gonna finish it up with some eyeliner. Not too much eyeliner, just a little bit of eyeliner and mascara and come back. I'm not gonna put lashes on. I just kind of want you to see how more of like an everyday look would look like. Freaking A. Okay, with this palette, with this like makeup look, I'm gonna clean all this craziness off and come back and show you my finished look. All right, I will be back. All right, guys, I'm back. So I just put a little bit of eyeliner on and some mascara, and this is my finished look with the Tati palette first look. That really went well, you guys. I really like this palette so far. I mean, I really wasn't expecting not to like it, but really beautiful shades. Beautiful finishes. The glitter does have some fallout, so you will need to like use some sort of glitter glue or something other than just like a regular eyeshadow primer probably, but it's still, I mean, it's wearing really nicely. They went on really well. They're not transferring too much to the mattes, so really not too bad. The glitter colors are absolutely gorgeous still. The metallics feel like the most like creamy, satiny, silky sort of an eyeshadow that's a shimmer. I don't know, they're amazing. The sequins, they're kind of a matte with a little bit of a shimmer, very tiny fine specks of glitter in them, it seems like. So that's an interesting sort of a finish. And then the mattes are just like the most velvety, creamy matte colors. So very, very happy with the palette so far. I think it's gorgeous. I think it lives up to the hype. It definitely goes on well. It's laid out beautifully. I'm excited to play with some of the other colors, like some of the other finishes and colors that I didn't use today. So if you guys want to see a different look, let me know. Maybe let me know like which color story you want me to use, maybe like just one color story, or I don't know, let me know. Tell me what you think. But yeah, this is it. I love it so far, and I'm excited to get my video up and let you guys kind of see my take on it. So Tati, awesome job. This is a fantastic palette so far, and I'm happy to support her on her new venture. I don't really kind of fall for the hype of a lot of influencer stuff, but I kind of trusted that this would be great, and it's definitely living up to the hype and my expectations so far. So amazing palette. If you guys don't have the information or don't know, the price point is $48. It retails for $48. That's what at least mine was. I'm sure it has to be the same. Depending on like where you are, shipping, taxes might range a little bit. For me, it was $48, and then like with tax and shipping, it ended up being like just under $60, like 59 something. So a little bit pricier, but honestly to me, it's worth it. I mean, I don't kind of go out and buy like every single palette that comes out, so I want to know that I'm spending my money on a good product, and I'll spend it. So this is actually one of those products. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 24 colors. And the pans are fairly good size. I'd say they're like a little bigger than a quarter, I would say. Yeah, like a $50. So anyway, that's it, you guys. That is my video, my first video on the Tati Beauty palette, the Textured Neutrals Volume 1. Let me know what you guys think of the look, what you guys want to see next. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you for joining me, and sorry I've been gone for so long. And hopefully I'll come back soon with a new video. All right, until next time, guys, I'll see you soon.